with me now, we running wild. Hey, you know about the game, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it, I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's Browns Steelers going up against Bryant's Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think you identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And we shift our attention to the Pittsburgh Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger, Charles, a man who could become the next 50,000-yard passer in the coming season. Would have had his 5th 4,000-yard individual season last year if it wasn't for the couple of games he missed.
I think his consistency is something we have to start talking about because we talk about being one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and there's really no doubt about that. But just him answering the bell year after year, putting up those kind of numbers, and leading one of the best offenses in the league. Also, remember Big Ben as a younger quarterback, moving out of the pocket, taking the hits, shrugging them off? Now he's staying in the pocket and winning from there more and more, and I think that's going to enhance his career going forward.
Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. It's a gain of 24 that time, and it'll give the Steelers a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Backing up. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Time for the offensive starters now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a guy to watch out wide, Sammy Coates.
A slow start in his rookie season, only caught 1 pass in 2015. They're expecting much bigger things from him, trying to help out that offense. If he can get open, you know his quarterback will find him.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, you know, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Wheaton with a catch right side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste. Gives him fuel for the next season, though, because, remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Still 3rd down.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 2. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. As the Cowboys take the field, they're led out by the AP Offensive Rookie of the Year, and that's Dak Prescott. And while that's a great award, he had a great season. For Cowboy fans, the season ended shy of where they wanted to, but still a lot for them to build on going forward.
And as time goes on, I think those Cowboy fans will reflect on the season. And when you look back at the game that they lost, when they lost to Green Bay in the playoffs, you realize Dak Prescott played really well in that game. So that's got to give them a lot of hope going forward. But I thought the best moment so far in the offseason outside of New England winning the Super Bowl, Dak Prescott winning the Rookie of the Year award and saying Ezekiel Elliott should have half of this award. We should cut it in half because we should share it. That's pretty cool.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Dallas first down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Come on, let's go! 190!
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down, as on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Throw complete there. Rodgers. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Surveying the field. And able to find Green. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So just a lone field goal in this 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in just a moment. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the I. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he locates Wheaton, complete. 11 yards for number 11.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that'll make it third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They come out here in the eye. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Finding time. And he's got Rodgers. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Still first down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here is incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. This is turning into a bit of a death march here. The 13th play of this drive. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. I feel like we just ran a marathon. That was a long drive. They probably wanted 6 if they're going to go that many plays.
And there were no checkpoints, no watering stations, nothing like that, right? Terrific job by the offense because not only did they possess the ball for that long, they wore down the defense. That could pay dividends later.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Prescott now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. And that's caught by Beasley. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come out in the pistol. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. second down throw for Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Prescott from the gun on third. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got time. Sammy Coates has it complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Coates, 40 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Prescott on first down. Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Here's Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8.
Let's go. What? 9.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. What? 90.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the 2nd quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all time. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Steelers with the ball early in the 2nd. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Cowboys will take it back for the touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Now to late in the first half. Middle of the field, Ben Roethlisberger will find his mark, and he'll take this all the way for the touchdown. Steelers go up by 3.
Okay, LR, we are indeed all even as these teams come back out for the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.